Hi everybody, Rechief here, and welcome back to yet another thrilling episode of Let's Play Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth Prosecutor's Path, episodes 1 through 5, beta. On this starry evening, Edgeworth and Shields go up to the viewing platform for their sweet, sweet date together. It seems it's already dark. Still open on the day of a murder. You gotta admire their capitalist spirit. But there's no one here. Looks like we got the place all to ourselves. To prove Kay's innocence, I'll need to investigate her lost memories. Hey, let's go, Miles. We can investigate the roof as much as we want, so let's do what we can. Alright, Shields doing his weird little walk over there. Do what we can. I suppose that's all we can do for now. Well then, let's do what we can with these guys. Miles Edgeworth, so we meet again. What are you two doing here? Well, we came all this way, so I thought we'd buy some cotton candy. And what about you? You want folks to get the wrong idea about you? Do not worry. I will decide my own actions. You're just a no-good ex-prosecutor. It's no wonder you got the axe. Wait, what? You got fired? You needn't be concerned with what happens to me. Are you sure? Oh yeah. What happened to Kay? Huh? Was there some sort of trouble between you two? Anything I can do to help? How about an injection? It's fine. Are injections her answer to everything? Oh, right. It's getting cold, isn't it? Let's go home. Well then, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, let's meet again soon. I wonder if I was supposed to have learned anything from that conversation. I wonder if later on there's going to be a part where, like, Karen's like, oh no, me and Granny are always together. And then, you know, Miles is like, but she knew something you didn't. That means you were apart at some point. I don't know. Like, we'll have to file that one away in the old mental hole. Or, you know, the brain. That's what normal people call that. We'll have to think about that at a later time. You, sir, how about some heavenly cotton candy? Heaven's Tear! Heaven's Tear? Did they name them after the shape of the clouds you can see from here? We tear a regular piece of cotton candy in half and then sell it without changing the price! That's why the name is Heaven's Tear. We tear the cost in half while crying tears of joy! If the customers knew that, they would be crying tears of sorrow. If you insert a coin, you can use these binoculars to get a nice view of the city. I'm sure if Kay were feeling better, she'd be happily glued to them. For her sake, I must thoroughly examine every nook and cranny of this viewing platform. I was hoping that I'd be able to look through the viewing goggles, or like the binoculars, and then kind of spot something, some clue out in the city, but I guess not. What's happening with these weird statues? It's a statue of a creature with the body of a lion and the beak and wings of a bird. These statues seem to be guarding the entrance to this peaceful park. It's an immaculate work down to the last detail, but since it looks so fearsome, wouldn't it frighten away the visitors to the park? It's a statue of a pony, sparkling in the twilight. Oh my god. I guess that was the translator slipping a My Little Pony, ref in there. Well, you do you, translators. The statue has wings. Perhaps it's Pegasus, the flying horse of myth. No, there's a horn on its head. Could it be the legendary unicorn? But I thought unicorns didn't have wings. What's this? There's a plaque at the bottom. The title of this work is written on the plaque. A magical contradiction. I suppose the only part of this work I was able to understand was the contradiction part. I love how into investigating this unicorn Edgeworth got. He was really into it. Many exclamation points. Can we examine this wreath? No. What about this weird light? No. How about the tree? It's a cherry tree with branches spread wide. The flowers are nearly in full bloom. According to Kay's testimony, before she was pushed, she was standing under the cherry tree. I wonder if she thinks she fell off, but she actually just got, like, pushed against the cherry tree and bumped her head or something. Oh, or I guess she'll actually have wound up standing somewhere completely different. That's fine, too. What's going on? Why do you think Kay lost her memories? Was there something she wanted to forget? Miles, didn't you say something horrible to her? Of course not. I would never say anything that cruel to someone. Well, I might have said some unkind things to Detective Gumshoe in the past, but... I see. Now I feel bad for the big guy. Is that all? You're not gonna... Okay. What about this light? Okay, no. Pushes? No? Well, there are less things to investigate here than I was expecting. This TV seems to be used for showing advertisements for companies at the Grand Tower. Oh, maybe she saw a figure on the TV, and that's what she thought was, like, behind the Heaven's Tier stand. Right now it's just showing regular television programs, though. What you thinking about, Edgeworth? Wait, what am I watching this for? The Steel Samurai doesn't air today. So we already looked at this, we looked at this, no, we can't look at that. I was gonna try to just kind of look out at the city. Would it be different from this side? No. I think we already looked at, the unicorn situation here, unless there's something else. Maybe from this angle? No. It's Twilight Sparkle. Let's see. Can we examine the door? No. What are we supposed to look at? The person in the red raincoat who pushed Kay off the tower. She said they came toward her from the direction of the stand. Here we go. From that, we can deduce Kay was pushed over the railing on this side. The railing is about as high as my chest. It's unlikely that someone could fall from here accidentally. I don't see any particular problems with this railing. Are you supposed to connect railing to where was Kay standing? Let's try it. Shimon. Ah, okay. I can't see a clear connection between these two pieces of information. I need to think this over one more time, except there's nothing to think over, Miles. You gotta put some more logic in your brain before we can do that. Okay, so examine the statues. The wreath isn't really anything. Ah! What the fuck? Ah! Okay. Ow. Okay. Don't mind me. I was just admiring the view beneath this tree. Did you just fall out of that tree? I didn't mean to fall. My foot slipped. You're a suspect, and yet you remained at the crime scene. That's not a smart thing to do. Even if you... excuse me. Even if you have memory loss, shouldn't you have realized this much? This whole time while you were playing this silly game of hide-and-seek, I've been worried sick about you. Are you angry with me? Of course I am. Answer me. What were you doing here? Did you think I'd let you off the hook that easily just because you have memory loss? That's not it. I came here because I thought I could get your badge back. What? If I don't regain my memories, you'll never get it back. I thought if I went back to where I lost my memories, then maybe I would remember. If I could just remember killing her. You're still the same as you were before you lost your memories. Your thoughts and actions have always exceeded my expectations. Without a doubt, you are the Kay Faraday I know so well. However, I cannot approve of your recklessness. I understand. Cut! You get 0 style points, Miles. Or more like, negative points. Here's how it's done. Kay, how about a hug? Okay. Oh, well then. Mr. Shields. It was just a joke, honest. We interrupt this program with breaking news about the Grand Tower murder case. The police believe the culprit is a teenage girl who was present at the crime scene. She remains at large as the police continue to search for her whereabouts. Uh-oh. Oh dear. This is getting pretty serious. Well, gang, what's the plan? We don't have much time. Indeed. It's only a matter of time before they find us here, and before your voice gets even higher than it already is. So then, why don't you tag along with us for a while, Kay? Okay, I'll stop. So then, why don't you tag along with us for a while, Kay? But I'll just cause trouble for you again. It pains me to say this, but I've got nothing left to lose at this point. Mr. Edgeworth. That settles it. We're all in this together now. Miles, you're in charge of proving Kay's innocence. Failure is not an option. Yes, I understand. Kay, I want you to help Miles with his investigation as much as you can. Yes, I'll do my best. Let's be quick about it, before the cops find us here. Unlike some people, Uncle Ray still has a lot to lose. Sheesh. If I lose the law office, I'll never be able to face Gregory. This man, I'm glad he's on our side. Me too. Okay, can we talk to Kay? Yeah. Yes? Can I help with something? I came back here because I thought I might remember something. Could you again go over what you told me before? Well, it was raining, so I stood under the cherry tree to take shelter. And then a person in a red raincoat appeared. That person pushed me, and I fell. Can you tell me anything about the person in the raincoat? I'm sorry, I don't remember that much. No, wait. As the person approached me, I saw the moon just over their shoulder. The moon? Ah, contradiction. Yes, that's right. It's just a faint memory, but I think the moon was in the exact same spot as it is now. It was floating just above the cherry tree. She could see the moon behind the figure in the raincoat. This is a new piece of testimony. I'll be sure to keep it in mind. Yeah, because it's a contradiction, but first let's talk about the rest of this stuff. Mr. Edgeworth, for a while now, I feel like I'm on the verge of remembering something. What? Is that true? Well then, please speak freely. Say whatever comes to your mind. Okay. I remember a faint scent. It was a wonderful smell coming from the counter of a food stall. I followed the fragrance only to find a perfectly sculpted burger resting on 2 golden buns. The tender and juicy patty made my taste buds sing with joy. Yes, I can remember what I thought at that moment. I want seconds. don't think this memory has anything to do with the case. You called yourself the great thief Yatagaras. You prided yourself on being a noble thief who steals the truth. Do you remember anything about that? Well, Aha! Maybe I was called a noble thief because I won the Nobel Prize. That's Nobel, not noble. And they don't give prizes for thievery. This letter, it's a promise I made, right? If you can call conspiring to commit a crime a promise, then yes. A crime. But I was the one who wrote this letter, right? This letter is not handwritten. We cannot be certain that you wrote it. Is that so? Yes, that's so. I am terribly sorry. Even if you give me that, I still don't remember anything about you. No, I wasn't planning on giving it to you. I think we've heard that before, but it wouldn't let me skip it, so I just said it again. The person in the red raincoat really was here. Are you sure that they were walking towards you from behind the stand? That's right. They walked straight up to me. There must be some evidence. Maybe that person left footprints behind. There is no ground behind the stand. No one could have walked there. Then was that person a ghost? There are no such things as ghosts. Okay, we've heard this too, but it also won't let me skip this. Oh, is this one of those so-called contradictions? Okay. So I think we're done presenting stuff. Let's go ahead and connect the dots. Boom! Come on, what? Really? That proves that she wasn't standing where we thought she was standing? Am I missing something here? I must be missing something here. I really thought that was gonna fucking go for it. Why? If I recall Kay's testimony, a person in a raincoat approached her from behind the candy stand. Then this person supposedly pushed Kay over the railing opposing the stand. Moreover, Kay said she saw the moon over the person's shoulder. However, earlier I confirmed that the moon is floating in the opposite direction. And, on the night Kay lost her memories, it seems the moon was in the exact same spot. Therefore, the positions of the moon and the person in the raincoat don't match up. Yeah, I know. Her memories have probably become confused. After all, had she actually been pushed over the railing, she couldn't have survived the fall. Perhaps I should question Kay's memory of where she fell. I don't really know how... Whatever. Let's just combine these two things. Kay was not pushed over the railing on this side. After all, if you fell from here, you wouldn't even be alive in the first place. But I'm certain I was standing under the cherry tree. If I fell, then the only place I could have fallen was over the railing. Well, maybe the ground just opened up from under you and swallowed you up. The ground here can open up? How? Oh, no, it's just a joke, Kay. Please don't take it so seriously. No, strange as it may sound, that may actually be the truth. Even if it's only a small chance, it matters not. Let's try searching the area around the tree. Okay. Kay could not have fallen over the railing. There must be something around here that proves it. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Well, I think that's got to be this trapdoor-looking thing right here. This is... It looks like a maintenance hatch. Kay, maybe you fell down here. Just kidding. There's no way something like that could happen. I'm sorry. I just can't remember if... Nah, it was just a joke. No need to take it seriously. Right. So, when should I take you seriously, then? When indeed. Well, if you jumped into Uncle Ray's arms, she's 17. She's 17, Raymond Shields. How old are you? Yep, she's 17. Ray Shields, you are 36. Oh. You gotta think about the... First of all, you've got to think about, like, the law. You know, you're a lawyer, that's important. Second of all, that's a little far beyond the old half your age plus 7 situation. Oh yeah, what's going on, Blaze? 68? Jesus fucking Christ. How old is his son? Wow. That means he had his son when he was 51? I mean, okay. He's, wow. That's impressive. I guess. Let's see, Jill Crane was 33. Justine Courtney is still 26. Francisco's 19? I wonder how many years this takes place after Ace Attorney 2 when she first appeared. I wonder how old she was in that game. For her to be 19, that feels kind of young, but... Well, I guess she was like a prodigy. Who knows? Bonnie Young is... She's only 60? That means she's younger. Yeah, she's 8 years younger than Blaze DeBest. I feel like whoever was like choosing the ages for this game, not you know in the in the translation, but just as they were writing the game, like they really weren't thinking about what was happening there, what was going on. 22, that's fine. And Gumshoe's 32. And now we know how old everybody is in this game. I'm glad we spent part of the video doing that. Right. Mr. Shields. Yes, Edgeworth, exactly. Come on, Miles. It was just a joke. A joke, you know? Oh, I get it. No one ever takes you seriously. Yes, Kay. Ouch. That stung a bit. Okay, we don't have any other logic to combine with that. Must be some other stuff going on with this tree. Let's find out. Flower petals are scattered all over the ground. The blossoms are not yet in full bloom, so the strong winds up here must be the culprit. Personally, I'd appreciate it if they spent a little more effort cleaning these petals up. Good for you, Edgeworth. You go. Flower petals are scattered all over the ground. Personally, okay, yeah, we've seen that already. Is this more flower petals? Flower petals. All right. If we look at the railing, is that really? That's all we had to. I guess we just had to find the trap door. If we go back in, we'll be like, I've already looked at. Yeah. Okay. Good. Nice little bellwether for determining whether or not we still need to investigate anything. So what do I do now? Can I talk to you about anything else? Yes, can I help you? You get, like, any new evidence from that? No? Okay. Maybe Shields will have something else to say. I can't believe this incident is already on the news. I wonder how they caught wind of it. Maybe they're doing a live report from that helicopter over there. Uncle Ray's gonna be on TV. Miles, make sure you tune in. What is he thinking at a time like this? Well, that was useless. Now I want to talk to you. I want to look at the TV again. Oh, hey. We're seeing live footage from the 50th floor. The investigation will continue through the night. The 50th floor? Isn't that the meeting of PIC headquarters? That's right. We can see the shadows. What a horrible announcer. Yes, hello, I'd like to apply for a job as an announcer. Haha! I'm Roger Rabbit, or something. That's... I'm sorry. I crack me up. Haha! Okay. That's right. Oh boy. That's right. We can see the shadows of the investigators behind those blinds. Oh. Looks like making a clean getaway just got that much harder. It seems we have no choice but to cleverly evade the eyes of the media. Maybe Uncle Ray should have become a spy instead of an attorney. If worst comes to worst, I may have to use Mr. Shields as a decoy. Aw, because he's a shield. Miles, just now you were thinking of something terrible, weren't you? I won't rest till I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Well then, can we look at this crawl? This appears to be a live news broadcast. In other words, what we see on the screen is how the Grand Tower looks at this very moment. Does that mean we can be seen on the TV too? No, the camera's too far away and it's too dark to see us clearly. There's no need to worry. It certainly would be bad if Kay were to be seen on TV right now. Yeah, I'd be leaving this area. But, you know, that's fine. Okay. I thought we got that from, like, examining this text box, but I guess not. We're seeing live footage from the 50th floor. The investigation will continue through the night. The 50th floor?! The 50th floor? Isn't this the meeting room of the PIC headquarters? Oh my god. It's like Jerry Seinfeld trying to do a stand-up routine while someone's punching him with something. It's horrible. That's right. That's right. We can see the shadows of the investigators behind those blinds. Looks like they're still investigating the meeting room. As the reporter said, you can see the investigators' shadows moving around. There is a huge contradiction in this image. I should present that piece of evidence. There is? Oh! 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 I see. Because if the contradiction is found here, because if we look at the Grand Tower, I want to say pamphlet? Yeah. Yeah! Look at that! The PIC meeting is supposed to be on the 50th floor, and that's supposed to be the floor, like, right before the viewing platform. There's another floor. Eureka! Do you know how many floors this building has? Of course, 50 floors, right? Just above the place where the PIC conducts their practically illegal cover-ups. That's pretty good, right? Couples are wishing for love. Kinda ironic, don't you think? So, what's this dark area above the 50th floor? Maybe it's the Tunnel of Love. Those are always dark, eh? The viewing platform we're on now should be directly above the PIC meeting room. However, the late-night investigation is taking place 2 floors below us. This is a clear contradiction. Was there a mistake in the pamphlet? No, rather. It's more natural to assume this building has a hidden 51st floor. I see. So that's where the Tunnel of Love is. Ah, she's so pure and gullible, it's breaking Uncle Ray's heart. Then why don't you take this opportunity to be more serious for once? You just don't get it, Miles. I joke around to make things easier for you. On the contrary, his painful jokes only make things harder for me. We still have a logic button. Is there anything else we need to look at here? Oh, I mean, whoops. I got the logic button and the, like, present button confused. Okay. So maybe she fell down the hatch into the hidden 51st floor. What do you think of that, Miles Edgeworth? You like it? Good. An extra floor between the 50th floor and the viewing platform. Why didn't anyone notice it? Normally you'd notice it. I mean, how can you hide an entire floor? That is where the problem lies. No one noticed something that should have been easily noticeable. In other words, it must be impossible to access the 51st floor through normal means. I see. Maybe there's a secret portal or something. Okay, now's not the time to be thinking with portals. Oh, Jesus. I'd like you to recall the hatch at the base of the cherry tree. Isn't it normal to assume there's a room on the other side of the maintenance hatch? Uncle Ray likes where you're going with this. Let's hurry and check it out. There we go. Now let's see. Looks like there's a lot of stuff down there. Is this what they call a storeroom? There is no doubt about it. This is where Kay fell down. Of course. And with this, the mystery is solved. No, not yet. We still have the mystery of the person in the red hood who was walking in midair. Now, let's not get greedy, shall we? We found the storeroom, so let's wrap things up here. I suppose you have a point. It does seem to warrant an investigation. And we're going to have to find out who the owner of that mystery voice is next time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. In the next episode, we find out who the owner of that mystery voice is. Yeah!